Welcome to the Elemental Entrepreneurship Podcast. I'm your host, Sarah, and it's Mother's Day as I'm recording this, so happy Mother's Day to you. Whether you are a mother to human children or animal children, or just the creative projects that you birth on this earth, here's to the mothering you do today and every day. So it is also Powerhouse Test Drive Eve. Powerhouse Test Drive is a week-long version of Powerhouse Mastermind, and it is starting tomorrow, Monday, May 12th, and running through the week. It is a full week of Powerhouse Mastermind experience. So nothing truncated, nothing left out. You get to experience the real mastermind and exactly the level of support that I give my clients. So you're coming in as a Powerhouse Mastermind client for a full week. You have me as your coach. You have me constantly in Telegram. You can message me questions. You can talk to me about inner blocks. You can talk to me about strategy questions. You can talk to me about the stickiest, stuckest stuff in your business, whatever hasn't been working, whatever you need some clarity on, whatever you want a gut check or a second set of eyes on. You can ask me in Telegram. You can also post content for me to review. You can post copy. You can post landing pages. You can post social media content and say, can you look at this for me and give me feedback? And I will be working on it like it is my own. And on Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. PST, there is a live mastermind call. So you get to experience the live coaching aspects of Powerhouse Mastermind. And of course, the masterminding with the group, the collaborative conversations that are happening inside the group. And it's only $111. So that is opening tomorrow. And today I opened our private Telegram group. The only difference between Test Drive and Powerhouse Mastermind is that next year's cohort of Powerhouse Mastermind, our group space is actually going to be on Slack, not on Telegram, so that we have a little more organization. Look, I don't like Slack either. There's things I like about Telegram and there's things that I don't. There's things that I like about a Facebook group and things that I don't. None of these softwares have exactly what all of us want. So if you're like, I want to join Telegram or I want to join Powerhouse Mastermind, but I hate Slack, girl, me too. But it is an easy place for us to message each other, to create channels, to separate topics, to be able to respond to conversations in a thread, to be able to submit documents. So we're going to try it out in Slack this year and see how that goes, because Telegram is great for a short period of time. But what we found doing it for a longer period of time is that it's a little bit more challenging to keep larger conversational threads going. So that is the only difference between Test Drive and the real Powerhouse group, is that our group conversation won't be in Telegram for the year. But other than that, it is the exact same experience for $111. Even better, if you decide you want to join Powerhouse Mastermind this year, that $111 just rolls over and gets credited to your tuition. So you don't have to pay anything extra if at the end of this experience you say, you know what, Powerhouse Mastermind is for me and I'm staying. I'm never leaving this group, which I hope you do. But if you don't, I still want you to join Powerhouse Test Drive. Even if you're thinking, Powerhouse Mastermind is for me next year, I'm not going to join this year, I still highly recommend you join Powerhouse Test Drive and take advantage of the week of coaching and getting to have the experience. Even if you're thinking, I don't know if my business is big enough for Powerhouse yet, I don't know if I'm ready for Powerhouse yet, you should join Powerhouse Test Drive and get a taste of the experience. Even if it is just for your manifesting purposes. If you're like, this is on my vision board, I'm doing it later, you know what you're supposed to do when you're manifesting a new car. You're supposed to go test drive the car. That's what we're doing. So even if you're like, Powerhouse is on my radar for some time later, but not right now, Powerhouse Test Drive is still for you. Come in and take advantage of the week. And I want you to come in and really put me through my paces as a coach. Just like a car test drive where you look over at the guy from the dealership and say, buckle up, Bob, because I'm about to see how fast this thing can really go. That's what I want from you in this group. I want you to bring me your toughest, stickiest stuff. I want you to bring me the strategy questions that have been nagging at you. I want you to bring me the inner blocks that you cannot seem to break. I want us to really see how much change we can create and how deep we can go, how much we can really work through in a concentrated period of time. Because I believe we can make huge change really quickly when we decide that we're going to. And so that is what this week is about. From the 12th through the 16th, we're powerhousing together. It's $111. There's no hard sell. I'm not going to pressure you to join Powerhouse Mastermind if you join this week long. It is not a sales group. It is literally a mini version of the mastermind. So come on in, experience it for yourself. The invitation is there to stay if you want to stay. But if you don't, you are still welcome in Powerhouse Test Drive. So if you want to sign up, by which I mean go sign up right now, go to www.intuitiveedgecoaching.com/test drive and just get yourself signed up. Now, what you're about to hear in this episode is one of the audio transmissions that I just dropped as a little bonus, a little early appetizer and amuse-bouche for the Powerhouse Test Drive container. It is also the first ever audio that I dropped inside Powerhouse Mastermind proper. This audio training is the basis for a lot of the work that we do inside Powerhouse Mastermind. And it is about power leaks and creating a power leak audit. And in this audio, you're going to get a flavor, a little taste of A, the way that I talk to my private clients. There's moments where I'm a little bit more casual, but B, of the level of micro adjustment that creates big change that you're getting inside my containers. This is a little potent training that kicked off a really big shift in the way all of the members of Powerhouse Mastermind, myself included, related to our tasks, our daily tasks, and our environment, really. It became a very big cornerstone of the work that we do in Powerhouse Mastermind. And this was just day one, transmission one, the first drop. So a year of transmissions like this, based on the conversations that we're having inside the group and based on the work that I'm doing with my private high-level clients, is the kind of heartbeat of what's happening inside Powerhouse Mastermind. It is like a little private podcast feed where you get some moment by moment recalibrations that are always there to support you. And what the members found was anytime they were feeling stuck or feeling down or they weren't sure what to do next, they could always just go to our audio transmissions and start listening and find a reframe, a recalibration, a redirect that helped them get back into motion. And that is what I hope this is for you. So this is just a little sampler, a little taste of what's happening inside Powerhouse Test Drive, and by extension, what's happening inside Powerhouse Mastermind. Go get yourself signed up. We're going to have an awesome week together. Enjoy this episode. Let's get into it. I want us to start with beginning a power leak audit. A power leak audit. Where are we leaking power? And this is something like once this is in your mind, you could start on it today. We can start talking about it tomorrow. We can do this over the next week. It can become a regular thing that we do as part of our monthly routine. Because I think that power leaks are subtle and insidious, but massively affecting us. And another thing we can call a power leak is a little mess that we've normalized, that we've gone blind to. So in the same way that, like, if it smells funky somewhere and you've been in there a long time, you don't notice, you kind of have gone nose blind to the smell, we can normalize little messes. So as I'm saying this, I'm looking over at the countertop in my house. And I don't know about you, but like, I feel like the countertop, because it's of where it is when I walk in my front door, becomes this kind of like dumping ground for like mail and my wallet and books that I don't want to put away. Like, everything just kind of piles up on my countertop. And then I immediately like don't see that as a mess anymore. I just kind of ignore it. But every time I walk by it, I'm like, oh, I have to put those things away. That little moment of, I have to put those things away, is a power leak. There's a bill I have to pay that I needed to pay 3 weeks ago, and I haven't wanted to deal with it because I have to make a phone call. So every time I pass that bill, I'm like, I have to deal with that. That little moment of, I have to deal with that, is a power leak. Continuing to put off and ignore and live with some moderate to small inconvenience, something that we've wrapped in the energy of, I can't deal with that, is a subtle erosion of our powerhouse energy. Because I want you to think about the energy it sends to source, to God, to the universe. If I can't handle paying a bill, how can I handle making 100K months? That's what God says to me. I better not send you this blessing because you're telling me you can't handle the things you already have. You're telling me that putting your books away is too much for you, so I can't send you a book deal. You're telling me that returning the texts of the relationships you already have in your life is overwhelming to you, so I can't send you the relationships that you're trying to call in. Because you keep telling me it's overwhelming for you and you can't handle it. So I'm listening to you. I'm listening to your energetic body. I'm listening to your reactions. And right now you're telling me you're overwhelmed, you're overloaded, there's too much going on. So heard. You also keep saying you want 100K months, but like, you can't pay this $600 bill for your insurance. So I better not send you that, because that's going to be really overwhelming to you, and I don't want to stress you out, right? Source is not going to give us anything that we're telling Source we can't handle. It might feel like a small thing, putting things off for later, that we could most of the time fully handle in like 5 minutes. But it's not a small thing. And these things are cumulative. And there's an inner work that we can do to shift our energy to becoming the kind of person who doesn't put off the little things. Not later, now can be the mantra. No, not later. I'll do it now. It's fine. I'd rather get it out of the way. I'd rather move on. Because what we're not taking into account when we say I'll do it later is all of the tiny moments, the little energetic and emotional paper cuts that we're incurring every time we look at that little mess and go, I'll do it later. Every time I want to sit in that chair in my room that I can't sit in because it's full of my laundry, there's a little energetic and emotional erosion when I go, I have to deal with that. And those add up and add up and add up. And ultimately, we've spent minutes, hours, days, months in that energy of, I have to deal with that. And we keep thinking it's a small thing and that we're going to do it later. But if we had actually just spent 30 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, 2 minutes, whatever it's going to take to do the thing, then we would have saved ourselves the hours of being in, I can't deal with that energy. Or, the energetic resonance of, I have to deal with that. The is connected to like, I am disappointed in myself. Why can't I handle this? I don't want to. I'm resistant and I feel bad about not doing it. And that is the vibration we're holding ourselves in. I'm always a little bit disappointing to myself. I'm always a little bit disappointing to myself is not a powerhouse frequency that the universe can match. I'm always a little bit disappointing to myself is at a frequency that the universe matches with. Okay, well then your sales will always be a little bit disappointing to you so that we can match your vibe. Your relationships will always be a little bit disappointing to you so that we can match your vibe. Everything is always going to meet you at that level of I'm always a little bit disappointing to myself. I don't want to be disappointing to myself. I want to be impressive to myself. I want to be impressive to God, right? I want to be impressive to the universe. I want to be impressive, not to the people around me, like as much, like, yes, it's nice, but like to myself. Yesterday, I realized this is such a small, silly thing, but yesterday I was doing my numbers and I realized that I stayed within my grocery and eating out budget this month, and I felt entirely satisfied. And it was like such a small thing, but I was so proud of myself. I wanted to like post it on social media because I don't think I frequently do not stay. If I stay within my grocery budget, it's because I went over on my eating out budget. If I go over, you know what I mean? Like rarely have I stayed within both of those budgets and looked back on the month and been like, oh yeah, like I don't feel like I missed out on anything. I don't feel like I scrimped on the food I wanted to eat or missed any experiences. I love that. That was like, that feels like an accomplishment. That feels good to me. That was impressive to me. It doesn't matter if it's impressive to anyone else. I loved that feeling of like, I set a number and I stuck to it without even really trying. And I'm impressed by that. I want to have that same thing in a moment when I get up and finish this and I go put away the books that are on my counter and pay the stupid bill, where I go, okay, I told myself this was going to get done and it got done. I want to be impressed with myself when I get out of the car and I think I could just leave that stuff in there and take care of it next time, knowing full well I won't fucking take care of it, that I could just grab it and handle it right now. And I want to feel impressed with myself as I walk into the house being like, oh, I'm really glad I just handled this right now. I also talk about this a lot in terms of like acts of service for your future self, right? Because future self is not going to have to get in the car and have that moment of, oh, I fucking left that for myself. Past me keeps kicking the can of responsibility down the road to future me. Past me keeps putting off things that set future me up to have a more difficult day. And that doesn't make me feel loved, and it doesn't make me feel cared for, and it doesn't make me feel supported, and it doesn't make me feel like I'm always being taken care of in the way that I want to feel like I'm always being taken care of. But you know what does make me feel like I'm always being taken care of is when present me harnesses the power and the presence of mind to say, not now, or not later, now. I'll do it now. It's fine. It's just a couple minutes. Let me just knock it out because it's worth it to not erode my self-confidence, to not feel low-key disappointed in myself. Let me just do it. Sure, it'll take 5 minutes. That's fine. Let me just do it. So that future me can go, oh, fucking past me. You're the shit. Thank you for handling that for me. You made my day so easeful. You made my day so light. I love the way that I'm always handling business for myself. Past me was daddy, so that today me got to be baby girl. And that is what I like. I like getting to live in that interplay. Those moments of daddy energy, those moments of tapping into my power and bossing up and being like, let me just do it right now. Let me be the person who handles things right when they come up, actually creates future ease and future softness rather than creating future self-doubt, future erosion, future low-key disappointment. And so I invite us into an energy leak audit. I started as I was doing this. Energy leak number 1 is the stuff on my counter. I'm putting it away today. Energy leak number 2 is all of the clothes on the chair. The clothes are on the chair because I need more hangers. Bitch, go buy hangers. I can order them. I can walk to CVS. I'm getting more hangers today. I am putting the clothes away before our call tomorrow. It is done. I'm paying this bill today. Those are my light things that are just right at the top, things I could see from where I'm sitting. But I also want us to look at our business. Are there things we've been putting off? Is there a website update? Is there an email sequence? Is there ads you've been meaning to run? Is there an outstanding communication with a client? Are there things, and I'm sure there are, that are lingering and that every time we think of them, we're like, oh yeah, I have to do that. And we keep putting them off. We need to write those things down And one by one, we need to start tackling them and get current. And from getting current, we want to switch into an attitude of not later, now. I'm handling it now. Let me deal with it now, especially if I know it's going to weigh on me. I'm handling it today. There is no later. Let's just do it. And maybe we weave a monthly power leak audit into our life. Maybe when we do our monthly planning for the month ahead, we also do a quick brush through of like, what are the things that are leaking my energy this month? What has piled up and accumulated this month that I am not carrying in to Pride Month? Let me know what you think about this. And if you want to share what your power leaks are in the power chat, do it. Okay, love you, bye. That's our episode for today. Thank you, as always, for being here and for listening to the podcast. I know there are so many things that you could be doing with your time, so many things you could be listening to. It is an honor that you choose to be here. Connect with me on Instagram at Intuitive Edge Coaching. Have a great day.